So yeah, nothing's happened. No vlogs were made, nothing, nada. And honestly, I wish that I had a good excuse for it, but I'm gonna try. So freshman year of college was super just, like adjusting to school. And I don't want to use that as an excuse for like not being creative and doing these things, but I'm gonna use it. Honestly, it was such an adjustment that in the midst of like trying to figure things out, I was so drowned in schoolwork, and not only that, like I could probably juggle those things, like doing photography and this kind of stuff, and working, school, and everything. I had never lived so far away. I'd never been in a place where, I had to really live on my own and kind of do these things for myself. And so all of that transition it wasn't that it made time harder, it's just that it made time fly so fast. And before I knew it, I was done with my first year of school. And that also took along with it all of the things I had planned. I think what I've learned from this is not to plan so much. We can make projects, we can do these kind of things, we can brainstorm, that kind of thing. But for me, like planning out entirely what I'm going to get done in a certain amount of time is not only unfair to the people that are like wanting to see this stuff, it's unfair to myself because I'm putting all this pressure on myself to get things done in a certain amount of time. And when I have that lingering in my mind, I don't see another opportunity that I have. And then I end up just falling short, and I don't get what I want done, and I don't get any product out of it, and I'm not enjoying where I'm at. And I'm not saying this in the way of my life sucks, because it doesn't. I'm in a good place with God. I'm in a good place with friends and family, and I have a lot of blessings. But I think creatively speaking, I am just in a huge rut, and it's like I need to dig myself out of this rut, and it's super hard for me because I've never really been in this much of a creative rut, and even if I have, I never have cared this much that I've been in that rut. Like I've grown up doing things, and it wasn't such a big part of my life to the point where I noticed that I was in a creative rut. So it was like, now it's worse because I'm conscious and I want to do these things, but I'm in that rut. So it's the first time I've really like experienced like being sad because my life is in a different direction creatively. For my own personal keepsake, I made a booklet of all of like my noteworthy photography that I've done throughout the years, and I think I shared it on my Insta, but you probably can't even see it. But see, that doesn't matter though, right? Because that's the issue right there, is that I'm holding on to all of these things that I've done in the past, and I can't move forward. I'm in this rut where I'm like, oh yeah, remember that was great. Like look at this photo that I took way back. I go back, I edit old photos. Who cares? Like it's great, and I like keeping a portfolio and all of that, but I need to move forward. That's it. Like I can't continually like look at this work. I can look at it as inspiration, but I need to like move forward and just get out of this rut, and there's no other way to do it than to just like lift myself out of it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's super hard. I'm like just having a really hard time, especially now because I'm not returning to Seattle until September 20th or something around that time. So I want to plan things now while I'm in California, but at the same time I'm looking forward to the future, and I can't do anything about it until just that time comes, until I'm back there and I want to like really go for it. And so that's just been super hard. I know this is a lot, mostly just myself ranting. Yeah, honestly, that's just been the huge struggle in my life at the moment. Like creatively speaking, my life's just been hard. Everything else is great, and then there's this. So other than this and where I'm at creatively, life has been great, but there's things that suck. This thing, for the love of God, but honestly, I'm trusting God's plan, and yeah, I know God's got a plan for me. God has stuff aligned for me in the future. and it's gonna be great. So going forward, I want to continue to make videos. I really do. But what I've learned through this experience is I'm not making promises, because things change. Life comes so fast and things get thrown at you and you're juggling all these things. So I can't promise that I'm going to continue doing this. I'd like to, but there's no like hold to it. Like I can't keep promising these things and coming up short, because then I don't end up doing it and I just feel worse. So rather than plan these things out and then not get them done and then feel bad, I'm gonna like say that, yeah, I'd like to do this, and you can be expecting, hey, he might not do this, but if I do, then it's a pleasant surprise. Like it's not, I can't plan all of these things. I think primarily for me going forward, I'm not promising anything, like I said, but goals for myself are just to get back into photography, and really just dive head first, because I'm gonna fail, like really I'm gonna fail. But that's, despite that failure, like I need to do that just to get myself out of this rut. Like I'm gonna fail multiple times. It's gonna be awkward. I'm rusty. I actually shadowed a shoot with a friend of mine, and I was just kind of like there, and it just felt weird. Like I just had not worked with people, taking photos of people in so long that it was just like weird. And so just, you know, socially and just like getting back into the groove of things is like, I'm gonna fail multiple times, we all will, but I have to throw myself out of this rut. There's no other way to say it. Yeah, this video is for everyone, but mostly it's to myself, and I hope I look back on this and I can see, you know, that these intentions that I had actually panned out. And so yeah, I'm just at this point trying to dig myself out of this creative rut, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for listening to this rant. It was really stupid. But I think we've all had these kind of things in our lives where we keep procrastinating to fix these things, and it just doesn't happen. And it sucks. And yeah. It's hot as all hell in this room because I turned my fan off because it was so loud. And so I'm pretty much dying. So I'm gonna go and try and get rid of this thing and get things done. I don't want to say big stuff's coming because I don't know what's coming, but I'm just trusting in God's plan. Trusting in the plan that God has, and we'll go from there.